I've just seen Chris's pitch at the Dream Machine.
Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. My name is Chris Bob. I'm making an Iron Man suit at the moment. As you can see, it's absolutely awesome. It's going to be this whole space suit of Iron Man. My front room at the moment is like Stark Enterprise. So what I need is some sponsorships, some funding or something to build this huge, amazing workshop in my garden. And then my dreams can get even bigger from there. I can build even more and I can make even more stuff.
Let's go and find out more.
Right, okay, so we're cracking on. We're doing. Right, okay.
Yeah. Where do we start?
Yo!
Tea time.
Oh, a cup of tea time.
Yeah. Cheers. Number one. Let's do it.
So, welcome to the first ever unofficial HelpBnk Heroes podcast.
Tea's on the go. It's the second or third cup of tea today, but
I've had like 3 coffees. So, first question.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, Chris.
So I'm Chris Bob, or Chris, however you wish to be called. Well, call me, should I say?
Christopher.
Yeah. Orange suit. Stand out. Different.
Yeah, cool. How did you find the orange suit? How did you come up with that idea?
So, many years ago, I was in Barcelona. I was walking past a shop. This was with my ex-wife. And we were married at the time. Obviously, it'd be a bit weird going on holiday with your ex-wife.
Some people have gone on holiday with their ex-wife.
But yeah. Let's go on holiday. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we were in Barcelona. We went past this
Did
nice...
you pay 50-50?
No. I think I paid for... yeah, anyway, we're not going to get into it.
You're in Barcelona.
Yeah. And I was walking past a shop, and it had a shop where it had this clothing shop, and it had some orange trousers in there. And I was like, they are amazing. Like, they are awesome. And she was like, no. And I was like, as soon as a woman says no, you're like, this is going to happen. I'm going to make this happen. Anyway, we carried on walking, talking about these orange trousers, and I was like, wouldn't it be awesome if there was like an whole orange like outfit or suit or something?
That spiraled out of control quickly. Oh, I like those orange trousers. I want a whole orange suit.
But yeah, so obviously checked on my phone, and I was like, they actually sell orange suits, and I was like, that is awesome. Obviously, because a model's wearing it, it just looks even better. And she was like, but you've got no reason to wear an orange suit. And I was like, and then we got back home. Anyway, I was still talking about it. And I said, if I find a reason to wear an orange suit, like a proper reason, can I buy one? She was like, yes. So my plan was, I messaged my sister, who was getting married, and I was like, I sent her a picture. It was pretty much orange suit. I can't even remember. It had like a silver bow tie, insert picture here. Yeah, I had a green waistcoat, I had purple shoes. It was just like a mismatch of all these different colours. So it wasn't just an orange suit at that point, it was just like crazy thing. I sent her a picture of all the things I wanted to buy, and I said, can I wear this to your wedding? She was like, yeah, why not? I was like, yes. So I bought all this stuff, tried it on, and I was like, that's amazing.
So
and yeah.
Did you realise that it was going to be such a sort of epic marketing tool for social media?
No.
Because, like when I first saw your, because Rich from the Doorbell of Dreams, the Dream Machine, he posted a video of you the day after, or on the day that you did your pitch.
I think it was that evening he put it out.
And I'm a big scroller, right? I just passed through, but I immediately stopped, and I was like, that bloke's wearing an orange suit. And then I was like, he's got an Iron Man. What's going on here? And so did you not realise that it would, because everybody's like, you're the orange suit guy.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays you are now Iron Man.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, I hadn't started any content creation, anything at all. I just thought, I love it. I even had the nickname Chris Bob. I think I was 19 when I got given that, and before that I used to be called Yeti, because I used to have like a big wizard beard, and everyone used to call me Yeti.
Hagrid.
And then Chris Bob came around, and so I just put orange suit Chris Bob, and when I started content creation, that's where it was.
It is genius, though. Consistently wearing the same thing. People, I think recognition is a really important thing. Like me and my silly little videos where I start them with the same catchphrase, you with your orange suit. Everybody clocks you. And if you're in a crowd in real life, people will go, straight up? They feel like they already know you, so they'll come and have a conversation?
It's like, obviously I do a lot of events and a lot of traveling, so when I'm wearing the orange suit, people say, what's the suit about? And then like, links to my channels, they see what I do, and they're like, that's awesome. I do a lot of stuff with charities as well, so you know, everyone's like, oh, you're helping charities, you look cool, and it's like, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, so like talking about events and stuff, what kind of events do you do?
A lot of Comic-Cons, because obviously I stand out. Makers events, so like craft events, because I love crafting stuff. And then sculpture trails, I love them.
Sculpture trail?
Like the Wallace and Gromit one that's in Bristol, well, there was in Bristol. It's still, well, it's not out about at the moment, but yeah. Sculpture trail, so they do, so pretty much it's a charity decide they want to do a way to raise money. So take the one in London this year, near Easter. They had huge eggs. I don't know how big they were. You know, just huge eggs. And they got artists to paint them. The artists do it all for free. And then they put them out around London. You go hunt for them. And then afterwards they auction them off to raise money for the charity. And that was for Elephant Family. Obviously it's for elephants over, I don't know exactly where, maybe Africa, that way. Right. And they raise money for the charity. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. And there's loads of them all around the country. And I think I did 4 or 5 this year.
So you're a big fan of like big groups of people having a conversation? You're not? No? Okay.
So in my normal life, I don't really engage with people. I don't talk to people very often. But as soon as I put the orange suit on, I've been on stages with like 10,000 people, getting them all screaming and shouting, laughing, joking. But it's like kind of like Superman and Batman. They're just regular people, but as soon as they put their suit on, they're like these different people. And that's like it with me. As soon as I put the suit on, I'm Chris Bob, I'm this guy.
The superhero.
Yeah, well, not really a superhero, but...
I am.
But it just like, it changes, not who I am, but it brings out that positive...
Amplifies who you are already, this sort of thing.
Yeah, it sort of... The orange suit is who I would love to be 24/7, but I suffer with depression and anxiety, so in day to day you've got that, but as soon as I put the suit on, I'm this person that is like, just, yeah, let's just go and have fun, make people, it's more about making other people entertain, making them excited, making them happy, you know, making them just enjoy wherever I am, really. And I can do that with the suit, because it already puts that, oh my God, look, he's wearing an orange suit.
So you talk about events. We didn't meet at Box Park, but we went down to Box Park.
Box Park, Helpbnk.
In Wembley.
Yes.
Last week. How'd you find that?
Amazing.
Yeah?
I loved it.
What was it about it?
Well, I went there just to chat to random people, whoever I meet. That's pretty much what the event was. It was a network event to meet new people, meet people you know. So when I got there, obviously I went up with you. We got there, just crack on, helping Helpbnk set up everything they needed to set up. You know, I didn't even, well, they didn't really need to ask. I was just going to do it. And then,
well, we needed more people to like lift up that marquee thing.
Yeah.
I remember there was a point there where I just couldn't figure out how to put the thing up, and everyone's got like each leg up, and I'm there like,
it's like wonky.
I just freeze. My brain just goes, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then you, being the guy you are, I think you must have clocked it, and you just sort of appeared next to me like, saved the day. Yeah, so how did you find Helpbnk?
Well, we haven't finished the other question yet about Box Park.
Let's just do this, man. Let's just do this. How was Box Park? Hey, I'm the president. I'm the one who leads this.
It's supposed to be. All right, so yeah, so obviously we got there, helped set up, and then obviously people started coming in. And I was saying hello to people. They're like, "Oh, I'm this person."
Yeah.
Oh, he's running away.
Keep chatting. Keep chatting.
Your bum's in front of the camera, I think. Yeah, your bum's blocking me.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Yeah, so people are coming up to me saying, "Hi, I'm such and such," and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Chris Bob," and they're like, "Yeah, I know who you are," and I'm like, "What?"
Yep.
No idea who these people are, and they're like, "Yeah, you're Chris Bob. You wear the orange suit. You build an Iron Man suit," and I was like, "Yeah." It just took me back. I was like, "These people know who I am. I'm nothing huge. I'm nothing big."
You are gonna be huge.
But I just wanted to, just getting that, I was just like, wow, like I've impacted so many people already. I'm so small. But I think that's because I've integrated myself into obviously the Helpbnk community from pretty much from the day that it was pretty much the day it started. And yeah, meeting loads of people, and I met new people as well.
Did you know about Helpbnk when you pitched to the Dream Machine?
I had no clue what Helpbnk was.
No?
We can go on to that question now if you want.
What were you saying?
Pitching, Helpbnk.
Yes. So you'd obviously come across Simon Squibb's content, and then you'd found the Dream Machine.
So yeah, I saw Simon Squibb quite a few years ago. Saw him going around saying, "What's your dream?" And this is probably near where he started. I never followed him, never liked anything, and I was just like, "What's this guy doing?" Like, it sort of intrigued me, but didn't. I wasn't very interested at first. And then I think as his content grew, he obviously got more settled in how he was doing it, and that's when I really picked up. And not long after, well, it's quite a while after actually, because Simon's been going for a while. I saw Rich put out a video about the Dream Machine that he was touring, and you go back to one of his first videos, you'll see me that when you're coming to Bristol, like, and he was like, "That's a long way away."
I'm going to do that now.
And soon as I saw, Rich's thing, and he said, I was following his journey, watching his videos, just trying to be like, right, when's it coming to Bristol? And then I was like, well, I could go to him. So then I was like, right, where is he going to be where I can quite get to? And I've got family down in Torbay, and he was going down to Torbay. He went to Torquay. And then I was like, well, he's going to come in Bristol in like a month. I was like, I'll just wait. And yeah.
I thought he was going to say that he'd been there as well. I was like, I did not know this.
Where?
I thought Torbay. I thought you'd gone and pitched there as well.
No. It was tempting, but I thought I'll just wait because I hadn't got much of the Ironman suit presentable, and I thought, well, if I have an extra month to get something together, I can take it down to pitch. And then come to Bristol. I went down there. It was quite quiet that day. It was a rainy, sunny day. My son come down with me. We pitched, spoke to Rich quite a lot. He gave me a big insight into how you can get your pitches noticed more rather than just going down there pitching. And
how's that?
So he said, be unique, be different, bring stuff to show what your product is. And I got a cramp in my foot. Oh, give me a sec.
Why are you wearing orange socks? Stop the video. Stop the video.
Orange sock.
Are you putting orange socks on?
No, I'm not putting them on.
So
he said, make sure you're unique, you're different, you stand out. If you have a product you're selling, take it with you.
Yep.
And he said that I pitched the perfect pitch. As in, I stood out with the orange suit.
Yep.
I had the Iron Man arm. I was very energetic. I was enthusiastic about what I wanted. There was some stuff I missed from my pitch, and I did actually make a video that said that pretty much if I could write down everything I wanted to say in a pitch and read it from a script, this is what it would be. And I made a video on it, and it was amazing. But that's not me. It has to come off the top of my head. It has to be there and then. It has to be in the moment.
Well, it captured me, mate. I've been searching for Helpbankers. I know a few Helpbankers in Bristol now. Shout out to my boy Scott. Hell yeah. But I wanted to build a bigger network, and I clocked you, and I was just like, there's one of my guys, excitable on camera. So, and how many days ago was that?
That is 100 days today. Exactly 100 days ago, I pitched my dream to Simon Squibb and the Helpbnk team.
Pitch to perfect. Day 100.
So yeah, talking about pitch to perfect, obviously some people won't know what it is, but pretty much every day since I pitched my dream, near enough every day. There's sometimes I've taken a week off. Some days I've had to take for mental health, just to take a break away from the camera. But pretty much what it is every day I film a video about what I've done in the last day to push my dream forward. Sometimes it's I'm on holiday, I'm taking the day off, and sometimes it's I've been trying to find sponsorship, I've been trying to contact these people. Simon Squibb followed me, Simon's messaged me, Helpbnk have messaged me, just all of this sort of stuff. Going to events, networking events, and just showing people that what I've done to try and get my dream.
Do you know how rare it is that you can be that consistent on posting every single day? The amount of people, even me, you know, I'll maybe post a video once a week. You're posting every single day, consistently, telling people your dream. And that's why people know you, because you're there and they're watching you and they're following along with your dream. It's incredibly inspirational, mate. Really, really inspirational.
So with that, the reason as well that I post daily is because I want to be a full-time content creator. So if I didn't film my pitch myself, if I didn't take cameras and take pictures and everywhere I went, you know, it's not showing that this is what I want. This is what I actually want. So me just filming a minute, 2-minute video every day is, for me, it's amazing because I can share my journey to be full-time content creator. And then hopefully it'll inspire other people to be like, this dude does it every day and I do it every month. But he wants to be a content creator. And yeah, I want to be a content creator, so okay, let's see what he's doing, see why he does it, and hopefully we can get tips and tricks and whatever.
So we're talking about content creation, and you mentioned briefly about your Iron Man. When you printed your Iron Man stuff, have we got anything we can have a look at?
Yeah, of course we can. Iron Man. This is what we 3D printed. Look at that, goes up.
That's so
Give it
cool,
a second. It comes down. This is all 3D printed. Beautiful electronics in there. It's a bit of a mess, but eventually we're gonna like put everything in the helmet so it's all self-contained, and then we've got a beautiful arc reactor.
Mate, that's so cool. How long did it take to print this whole thing?
I reckon it's about 3 days. I reckon
To print all of this?
it's a 3D printer, yeah.
Wow.
But the time is, it takes time to sand it, paint it, sand it, paint it, sand it, paint it. That's pretty much the process. And then obviously with this, it's got lots of moving parts. So the little arms that are inside here that hold it, like to be able to move up and down, I've probably made 20 or 30 different versions just to make sure that it fits and moves right. It's still not how I want it, but it's enough now to be able to show off.
Is it comfy to wear?
It's all right. It's not the best, but because I wore it to the event on the Monday at Box Park, the other Monday, it gave me an insight of what I need to change, what I need to do to make it comfortable. And pretty much the motors sit at the top of my head here, and I've got a little mark still on the top of my head from where it was just like rested.
Right, okay.
So, but when I'm going to have this like balaclava type thing that I wear, so it's just going to be this part that you can see.
Okay,
and then just stick a bit of foam in there. Let's fix it, solve that problem.
Solve that problem.
Yeah.
So with that whole journey, what made you want to build an Iron Man full suit? How did that come about?
So,
I don't think I've ever asked that before.
I got a 3D printer last Christmas, and I was going to start a whole 3D printing business where we could just sell 3D printed stuff, because there's so much out there and it's amazing what you can make. And then I didn't do anything with it, and I went to an event called Makers Central in Birmingham in April or May. I can't remember exactly when it was. The event is about people that make and create stuff.
Right.
And
what was the name of the event again? Sorry,
Makers Central. It's in Birmingham every year. Colin Furze is one of the like main people there. So if you know who Colin Furze is, you know, like,
is he the guy that built in the
underground bunker?
Yeah, I know who that guy is. Yeah.
And other crazy stuff, which I get a lot of inspiration from. Put it like that.
Okay, I'm gonna tag him in this video.
So I went to the event. The first day I did like full on filming, like filming everything and anything. The second day I didn't really have much to film because I'd captured everything I needed to, but I had the cameras walking around. And then I decided to sit at the stage and just watch some presentations from different makers and creators from around the world, talking about like their journey, what they make, what they do, and all that sort of stuff. And I was sat there and I was like, right, I need to do, I want to make something. I want to do something. And I found out that the previous year, there was two people, Frankly Built and Emily the engineer. They were there with Iron Man suits. They're from America. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I made that? I have a 3D printer already. How difficult can it be to make an Iron Man suit? I was like, so I watched loads of videos.
Was it difficult?
Yes and no. The 3D printing side is easy.
Yeah.
The actual putting it together and building it is very difficult. But yeah, I saw their videos and I was like, I want to make one. And then the day after, I had 1 day back home, then I went off to Prague for like 3 days. But I was like, I really want to get my 3D printer out, like the day that I had here. But I stopped myself. But as soon as I got back from Prague, 3D printer was out, plugged it up, worked out it worked, got the files to make a Ironman stuff, and just tried to work out how to make it. And yeah, we got the helmet made. We got, well, everything's 3D printed, but the only things that are finished are the helmet, the chest plate, the backpack, and the shoes.
Did you ever think you'd get this far? Was there ever any doubt when you started this? Did you ever think you'd get this far?
Yes. If I put my mind to stuff, it's going to happen, pretty much. I was like, I want this Iron Man suit, it's going to happen. But there's been a lot of issues, a lot of problems, and a lot of struggles on the way. It hasn't been easy. Obviously, when I'm making videos every day, I'm like, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. And people just see, obviously, the suit just coming from nothing to something. They don't see
the excitement on the camera, they're seeing all of that, but they don't see the stress and the... Yeah.
But when you have to 3D, you have to print something 5 times before it actually fits. And when something takes a day, maybe 2 days to print, that's a whole week of no progress, really. And then just the frustration, just the pressure you put on yourself to get it done. Because I wanted as much done as I could for Monday for the event, because so many people have been following my journey, and I was like, I want people to see something. So it wasn't people putting pressure on me, it was me putting pressure on myself. Like, I want to show what I've been doing, and because you have been supporting me and helping me through this, I want to make sure I've got something there to show off. So to me, I'm not 100% happy with it, but other people are just like, wow, this is amazing.
Sometimes the pressure we put on ourselves can be the worst, rather than, like an employer or whatever. It's the actual, kicking ourselves, the pressure, the goals. We aim higher than we expect. You know what I mean? That didn't make any sense. But you know what I meant? Yeah.
So it's like with this. So when I started the Iron Man suit, I wanted this to look like a brand new showroom car. Obviously not a car, Iron Man suit. But I wanted this to be like immaculate, perfectly painted, all the lines amazing, right? And obviously I rushed it a bit, and it's not perfect, and it's not exactly how I'd visioned it. But I'm going to make another 4, so but when people see this, they don't see that little mark, that little slight bit of paint off a line, because where I'm looking so close when I'm making it, I can see everything. But other people, what they see is this Iron Man suit, and they're like, wow, this is amazing. And I'm like, yeah, but there's this little mark, there's this bit not painted properly, there's this and that. Obviously I don't say that to people, but that's how it feels. But when I took it to the event on that Monday, I was just like blown away by everyone. Just like, oh my God, it's amazing.
There's a lesson there, isn't there? That what we see in the things we create in our own selves is not what other people see.
Definitely.
Like on the surface, everyone's like, whoa, such a confident bloke you are, Rob. But when it's 2 sides of the same coin, whoa, really confident, but then on the other side, incredibly anxious and nervous, and it's a good lesson for people to realise that, we criticise ourselves at such a hyper level. Most people are just like, yeah, that's cool. There's the guy with the orange suit on. Oh, he's happy.
I think it's because when you look at yourself every day and what you do every day, you have like this huge insight into your life that other people just see orange suit Iron Man. They don't see. I guess it goes back to like the whole pain and the struggles to get where you are. They haven't seen that and they don't understand it. They just see this like orange suit Iron Man, and with you, they see this guy, good morning, legends, and all this like happy stuff. And they don't see the pain and the struggles that go, behind the doors.
Let's talk about that. So, sorry. So you mentioned earlier you historically struggled with depression, anxiety. Has that been something that you've struggled with your whole life?
Yeah. So since I was a child, I struggled with depression and just childhood stuff that's happened has just caused it. But I never realised until I was in my 20s that how I felt and how I was, that wasn't normal. But because it'd been like my whole life, I thought that that's how life was. You're supposed to feel rubbishy all the time, and you're supposed to feel this. And it wasn't until I found out stuff that had happened in my childhood, then I was speaking to the doctor, and they're like, yeah, this is why you are the way you are.
You obviously, this is something that people would be dealing with for the rest of their lives, and you know, we all struggle with depression, right? But how do you handle your own mental health? How do you mitigate the good days with the bad days?
So years ago, when I was with my ex-wife, I used to work a lot. I used to work so much that I didn't have time to think about all the depression, anxiety, and all the struggles. And then it got so much that I had to take time off sick because I was just so bad, and then it destroyed our marriage pretty much. I ended up homeless. I had nothing. And yeah, I'm just building myself back up over the last, like, I think it's 7 years now, just to be where I am now.
You mentioned in private that you have always been someone who helps people.
Yep.
To the point that it can hurt you.
Yes.
And you know, I see that proper, just good person thinking of themselves last, and always open their arms and helping people. I think that's why, you know, we've become friends so quickly. But how do you? Where is the line? Because help is important, right? People need to know that they're not alone, yeah, and that there's people out there in their corner supporting them. But also, you need to look after yourself. Are you there yet? Are you there? Self-care, you know, looking after yourself, filling your cup first?
No, not quite.
No?
Kind of. It's difficult. So yeah, as you say, you know, some stuff. I always help people all the time as much as I can, and that's pretty much my whole life. That's all I've ever done, is to help everybody all the time. And whether that's because it's easier to help other people than to help myself, I haven't quite worked that out. But over the last few years, I got screwed over by quite a lot of people, taken advantage of by quite a lot of people. And I guess this year has been the big turning point where I've just cut off everybody, got rid of everybody, and just gone, you know what, I'm going to try and do stuff for myself, focus on myself, and enjoy myself.
And that's inspiring, right? Because people see you making the moves, right? And going, this is what I want for myself, and come with me. You know, come with me, let me help you. Yeah, that's the inspiring thing. I think, you know, I mean, again, I've helped people and been taken advantage of over the years. And a key takeaway I've got from that now is, if you just fill your cup, you know, with positivity and actively welcome people in, yeah, then that will inspire them to aspire themselves. Mm-hmm. I think you're doing amazing, mate. And you know, we're all hard on ourselves sometimes. Yeah, we all are. But honestly, I bet you there's people in that live stream right now who are like, "Thank you, Chris Bob," because there was a day where I felt really shitty, and then I saw you shout, "Iron Man update!" I ruined that moment, didn't I?
But I guess, with the journey and the place I'm at the moment, I have a big dream to be a full-time content creator. Making this Iron Man suit is the first step to that journey, and then obviously building the creative workshop, and then from that building amazing stuff, you know, stuff inside that.
So the creative workshop, I know a bit about it, but let's tell me a little bit about it for the camera.
So the creative workshop is going to be this huge workshop in the garden where we can build and make anything, pretty much anything we want, just because of
your
how big
eyes
it's
just started shining.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
yeah. The
double
vision,
doors.
Yeah, always say double doors, spray booth. Everybody should know that by now. But yeah, it's going to be this huge workshop. It's going to have 2 double doors. Yeah, just because I want to be able to get stuff in and out, like go-karts and different random stuff like that. I want a little spray booth because I want to be able to like spray awesome stuff like this, and whatever I make, just to be able to make it look nice. Whether I use it all the time, but I have an idea to make it like collapsible so it can go smaller. And then over the other end of the short side is just going to be a workbench, the whole side, and then probably about 3/4 down the long length is going to have a workbench and just storage tools and everything under it.
How are you going to monetize it? So you're going to make products, I'm assuming, to sell.
Well, no, the stuff will be just for me, for projects. There's a whole vision of taking everything I make to events around the country. And to be able to inspire other people through my journey and see what I've done. It doesn't have to be that they want to be a maker or creator. It can be for whatever they want in their life. Hopefully there's just enough there to go, this guy went from like nothing, literally nothing.
Homeless.
Yeah. I went from nothing to being this guy that on the internet that wears an orange suit and makes this crazy stuff and makes people laugh. You know, and hopefully people can see that and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do something now.
So you're thinking monetizing via socials, by YouTube, by gifts, by TikTok, that sort of thing?
Yes, so pretty much. You don't make much money from social media platforms. You make money from sponsorships, really. But obviously, I've got to push myself to be able to monetize all my channels to make a little bit of income from that. And then if the workshop's built, by the time that happens, amazing. I want this huge TV built into the wall. It's going to be a touchscreen one as well. So like when I'm like talking about, right, today we're going to build this go-kart that's got a jet engine on the back. I'm terrible at drawing, but we can draw like a little go-kart with a jet engine. I can like visualize it.
You do like Tony Stark, where it's on the screen. You can do that. Like,
you probably could actually. I could probably program it to do it. But yeah, just to show people like this is what we're going to do today.
You can have like the brand sponsor, people that are sponsoring you. Let's just say, I don't know. HelpBnk, Simon Squibb. Sorry.
Hey, that's a dream to have HelpBnk sponsor the workshop. That'd be amazing.
But yeah, you could have like their brand fixed in a certain point just for that episode. Whoever's sponsoring you at the time. So they can see their full brand, and you've got a month of revenue or something like that. You know.
Yeah. So the idea is obviously to be able to draw on it a little bit. And then have their little brand logo or something in it. But then when I'm not using it, like the whole screen, it's going to be, I think the screen I saw was 75 inches, so it's a huge thing. Their whole brand logo would be there. So it'd be in the background of videos, it'd be showing off through the whole video. But I only want, I'm going to be very careful about who I get to sponsor me. Because one, I want to believe in what they do and understand what they do. I don't just want to take sponsorship just to have sponsorship. Because I want to be able to implement that into the video.
The thing is, the bad brands can affect your brand as well if you're promoting them. You know, totally.
So I'm not just going to take sponsorship from anybody.
Have you thought about brands you'd want to be involved in?
Well, my big thing about HelpBnk, I've ever since day one, and then it's actually day two, because obviously that's when I met everybody. But I would love for HelpBnk to have something to do with my journey at some point. But apart from that, I'm not really sure, to be honest, because obviously building the creative workshop, build some type of builders merchants would be amazing. There's plenty of them out there, plenty of good ones, and then from that it just depends on what I'm building. Like if I was building an Iron Man suit, wouldn't it be awesome if Marvel were like, yeah, here's a bit of money.
Totally.
I mean, and it's not about money. It's just obviously when you want to do full-time content creation, you've got to be able to pay the bills. So make enough money to live on. But also with the whole HelpBnk.
To do what you're passionate about.
So I want to be able to take some of the money I get paid whenever it is through content creation and put it back into HelpBnk community. So I want to be able to get sponsorship funding for every project I do. I'm not going to say a percentage because some people may hold it to me, but say like 5-10% of whatever I earn, I will then want to put back into people's dreams and their projects and whatever they do.
Find people that you align with you and you want to help them, and I totally get you.
And I'm sort of not doing that now, but I'm supporting people at the moment. Chem's Catering, right? I love my hot sauces and I love my sauces, right? And I saw their pitch to Rich's Dream Machine, and no joke, I found their TikTok shop, they were selling it, and I think I put a message on their Instagram, which sauce is the best? And they put a message, and that was it. I ordered all of their sauces apart from one, because I don't like mustard. I ordered them all. I never spoke to the person, I just saw it, I was like, yes. So if I see somebody's dream or their pitch and I believe in it, first of all, I'm going to follow their channels anyway. I follow most people. But if they have a product I can buy that is going to give something to me, like the hot sauces, I love sauces. So when I bought them, I'm supporting their dream.
Chem's Catering?
Yeah.
Okay. a minute, that's the guy that came up to us at Ideas Fest and gave us all sources.
Yeah? I wasn't there.
You weren't there? No. Yeah.
And Box Park, he was there. He was at Box Park as well.
I didn't see him at Box Park.
He come over and said hello, and I was like, oh yeah.
I was at the Dream Machine out in the cold, helping people. It was awesome.
But it's just stuff like that. You don't have to buy a product off somebody to support them. No. Just following their channel, liking and sharing their videos, comments, that is supporting somebody.
Sometimes the biggest gestures you can do is just say, I believe in you, mate. You know, and buying the sources. There's a chap, part of the community, and all he does is consistently like, favourite, and repost everybody's posts. Jason. But you feel like that's nothing, but it is everything. Because even if you've got like 2 followers and you're reposting it, it's basically saying, I believe in you and I want to support you.
Rewind.
What did you learn what have you learned since joining the HelpBnk community? Not just about HelpBnk in particular, but about yourself and about the people that are in it.
Okay, so let's go back to how I got into the HelpBnk community. We touched on it a little bit, but not properly yet. So when I pitched my dream to Richard's Dream Machine, we've run out of tea.
Don't worry, carry on.
I pitched my dream and I had no clue who HelpBnk was.
Yeah.
Obviously I knew who Simon Squibb was, I knew who Rich was. And he was like, pretty much, you got to sign up to the HelpBnk stuff, fill out it's a couple of minutes just to say you've pitched, so they know you've pitched and what time. And then I joined the app, joined the Discord, which I didn't know there was a Discord for a while. I think it was like a day or 2 later. I think it was actually you that told me about it when I met you the day after. And no clue what HelpBnk was. Then the next day, Rich was like, the bosses of HelpBnk are coming down tomorrow. It might be worth coming back down. There's this little event coming on.
Did Rich mention that the best ambassador was there?
No, he said it was his day off.
Yeah, you heard, Faye.
So I went back down the next day because I was like, right, an opportunity to meet Adam, the managing director of HelpBnk. I was like, you got to take the opportunities where you can. And I was like, if I can show my orange suit, the Iron Man stuff to people, amazing. And obviously meeting more people as well. So I went down and we did the day. I met you. We started chatting for a bit. Well, it's quite a while actually. And I didn't know who anybody else. I didn't know who anybody was. And I don't know if I haven't told this to many people, but Adam, who I didn't know who Adam was, I didn't know it was Adam, was live streaming on the HelpBnk TikTok account or Instagram, I can't remember. And I just thought, how has he got permission to live stream on the HelpBnk account? I was like, wow, that's amazing. And it was the day after, I was like, Rich said the managing director or something's going to be down at the event. I was like, I didn't see like anybody, because Adam's just so chill, like just so normal. And then when I looked, we had a group photo, and when I looked back, I was like, that's Adam. That's the guy that was live streaming. I was like,
oh, you didn't clock it until the next day?
I didn't know who he was until afterwards. Obviously, like anybody there, because I'd never looked at anybody's photos. I'd never looked into HelpBnk. So I just thought, people
were all just wearing shirts with HelpBnk on it. And,
I knew that obviously because you had your HelpBnk top on, you were sort of associated with it. I think you'd said you were an ambassador. But I had no clue who anybody was, and it was a great experience that couple of days.
And it was raining a lot as well. We were all just huddled in that marquee. Is it a marquee?
Yeah,
that's the name. We're just huddled in there, and what was it? Sam's Chef McCallie's smash burgers that
turned into splash burgers. But that was it. It's like everyone come together. As soon as it started raining, it's like, right, everyone get everyone's stuff under the, marquee. And then we're all just huddled in there talking. I did a couple of videos about the rain and that.
The thing to clock from there as well, I mean, I realised that ages ago, but immediately there was no status there. You didn't know, it was not sort of, woo! We all worked together, got it all in, as a team, we're working together. And what did you learn over time. But that was probably your first little lesson there. That it's about community, and there's we're all coming in and doing what we're good at together.
Yeah. So obviously, since joining HelpBnk, that little thing there. So to me, that was just like how I am normally, just help people.
Yeah.
But when everybody's in the same place and everybody helped, it's just like, oh wow, great people. But over time, like HelpBnk is a community of people that want to help each other, want to help and support people, push them as much as they can. And there's so many people in there that daily will be like, oh, I can help you with this, I can help you with that. Like people are asking questions, people are answering questions, and it's just like everybody's just coming together to try and solve somebody's problems. Even if nobody within the HelpBnk community can answer a question, there's normally somebody directing them to somewhere where they can get that help and support.
Totally agree. And if everybody's core values are something as simple as give without take, help first, then we all understand each other a little bit better, and we can all bring something to the table. For many years, I thought the only thing that I was good at really was soft sales, having a conversation with people, making friends. Turns out that's pretty fucking valuable in HelpBnk, because just I like chatting to people and I like meeting new people, especially orange people.
Oompa Loompas.
yeah. Although you're taller than me, so, what does that make me? Tyrion Lannister.
But no, so yeah, HelpBnk is just pretty much a community of people that are there to push people towards their next step. There might be like, I've had a few messages like people have asked about content creation, videography stuff. So I've gone in and tried to help them with which cameras, how to set things up, how to do things. Do they need editing? Yeah, here's a good software. It doesn't cost
anything, does it?
Yeah,
it doesn't cost anything to just reach out and help people.
Yeah, and a lot of people just want an answer. They don't want something off of you. They just need to know where to look, an answer to a question, and that's pretty much what I get from it.
And that is literally the basics of the platform as well. You go on, you ask a question. Yeah. Granted, there's people out there that try to take advantage of a good spirit, good nature, right? But there's more and more people coming into the community, going onto the platform now that are actively helping each other, and more importantly, asking for help, like legit help, not like give me some money, please. You know what I mean?
You get those people everywhere, though.
Yeah.
But I will say, not everything has been 100% great.
Okay.
So one of my biggest...
Turn the light off! Turn the light off!
One of my biggest frustrations with the whole process of pitching my dream to now was how long it took for my pitch to go live, and how there was lack of communication from HelpBnk to me. All I got was obviously the day you pitch, you fill out the stuff to say, yep, this is my pitch, this is when I did it. You get an email back to say, thanks, we've received it. Pretty much.
I mean, it's a common concern. Being an ambassador, I get a lot of people talk to me about this sort of thing. And it's a small team. You know what I mean? We're building. I mean, I'm an ambassador. I'm not part of the official team, but I do know that everyone's workload is 4 times the amount of what another would be. And it's such a beautiful concept that everybody is pitching. So it's always going to take a bit of time to do it. And I know they're really working on the communication side of things, and I think that's a big part why they brought in ambassadors, people in the community that can convey those messages and just say, we're really trying, we're going to make something great, we know we've got something great, but we're going to build it up. I mean, yourself, I've heard those frustrations from you, but then I also saw you, out of frustration for that, go and find your answers. Keep putting your message out there so people have no choice but to not know there's Chris. You were relentless and you made yourself out there. And that's a good lesson for everyone as well that might be frustrated with their pitch not being out there. Work on your dream publicly. And I think you've done amazingly. To the point that I'm a little bit jealous. I feel like if I could actually have the resilience and consistency that you have, I'd have 17 million followers.
But the thing is, I don't see it like that. I just see it as me sharing my journey, because every day I talk about HelpBnk. There's no hate towards anybody.
No.
There's just obviously a little bit of frustration, which I totally understand. But I needed somebody to confirm that, to say this is what's happening. But yeah, every day I talk about HelpBnk, trying to get more people to join HelpBnk.
Mate, it's building up, you know, and the more good people that join the community, the more revenue potentially that they could have, which means more staff can be hired. It means more support for everybody. I see big things happening, and that relies on more good people like you, just in there, pushing, supporting people, you know, doing awesome podcasts.
Yeah. But this is just sharing what HelpBnk does and what's possible, and getting more and more people in there, because every time somebody joins, there's more likely they have a question, but they also can offer the support and help to somebody else.
I agree. I remember I spoke to a lady a couple of months ago. She was like, well, what can I add? You know, what can I add? And I says, you are literally you. You are an original. There is something that you know that I don't know, that Chris doesn't know, you know. And even me, you know, like I said, I had so much self-doubt, and I get it daily, right? But I also see the power in just one person saying to another person, I believe in you.
Yeah.
There is so much power in it. You know, look at you getting all teary. I mean, like you said, you know, you've been publicly building the Iron Man suit online, yeah? How many people have messaged you saying, I am now going to build an Iron Man suit?
So I think there's, I forget now, but there's at least 3 people that are building full Iron Man suits.
Yeah.
And at least 2 people that have made helmets just because of they've seen my videos. I don't even know if it'll fit you.
Oh, my head's too big.
Yeah, it's got a big head.
Okay. I do have a big head.
But it's good, like, and not just that, people are asking questions of like, how can I get this mechanism to work? How do you do the motorization? And, you know, just all these questions of supporting them.
No one's locking themselves down. They're realising that they can just go, how did you do that? Yeah. You know, and knowing that you're open to helping them as well.
Obviously, at the moment, I have the time and ability to do it. In the future, obviously, if the whole content creation thing goes wild and it is full time, I'm going to have less time. But the way to, I say, you could sort of combat that is to make more content on these questions. Mm-hmm. So people ask all these questions about how to do stuff. You make a video of like, how to Iron Man, and then you answer those people's questions. So instead of directly messaging them and spending time with them, you can do it in video format. Then it stops all those other people asking. Mm-hmm. Like somebody asked, how do I do motorization in it? So I made a little video of pointing on how it all worked. But how many other people are going to ask that in the future? It's probably going to be a lot. So eventually there'll be a video about how to do the whole thing. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And to me, I think it's crazy as well. I'm doing this and there's so many people like, I've never seen anything like this out there. It's amazing. And I'm like, I've seen loads of people like building Iron Man suits. I think that's more because I'm looking for it to mm-hmm. help me build mine. Mm-hmm. But it goes to show that even if there's lots of people doing it out there, there's still lots of people that haven't seen it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mainly like UK. So many people in the UK have never seen people obviously showing how to build an Iron Man suit. Mm-hmm. And that's sort of where I want to go with this. Obviously it's shared worldwide, but I want to show people in the UK that you can do this with stuff from the UK mm-hmm. and like Europeans as well. Because a lot of the videos out there are Americans showing, yeah, we just buy this, we just go down the road and get this. Yeah. Where we don't have any of that stuff here. So I'm trying to learn and share how to do everything.
So this creative workshop.
Yep.
Right. I've seen your garden, and we'll have to go out and like have a look with a camera. But how much is it going to cost?
So my goal is £10,000.
Right.
And that will build everything. Okay. It'll make it look amazing. It'll add a few tools in there because I want something like a welder. Mm-hmm. I've got loads of stuff already, but just a couple of little tools just to bring it up to where I need to be able to build everything. Mm-hmm. It'll obviously put the screen in there. Mm-hmm. It'll insulate it, electronics. It'll have this hexagonal light on the ceiling plus another light around the outside. Mm-hmm. Probably more lights because I just like lights. And then it'll have like rails on the ceiling and the walls to be able to fit cameras.
Loads of arc reactors.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
You could. Well, all that is an LED light, so you could just pretty much fit that in the ceiling and it would be a light.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to fully kit it out, everything is £10,000 to make it look beautiful.
Okay. So, like, how are you going to raise that, or what's the plan on raising that investment? Is it investment from a business perspective where there'd be return on investment, or are you looking for lots of small bits of support like a GoFundMe, or are you thinking like grants from local grants from like creative funds, creative bursaries?
So I've thought about loads of different ways to do it, and at the moment the main focus is to build all the channels up to a stage where people actually see who I am and go, actually, he could add value to me. So like, if I had a big enough following, I could go to, say, Travis Perkins and say, hey, do you want to chuck all this materials? There'll be a whole YouTube video series about how I built the workshop, and in every video I'll be talking about you. Say Helpbnk wanted to sponsor me, say, yeah, here's the money, go and build the amazing workshop. Obviously I could get, say, you could come round and help me build it. No, I'd probably have to redo it. But like,
no, I'd help.
Getting like some other people in to be like, yeah, these are part of the community, they're helping me build it. I mean, I could build it on my own, but it'd be awesome to have other people in. Then paint it like bright blue in Helpbnk colours. And every time there's a shot, cool. I'd paint it bright blue for their colours, maybe a little logo on it. So every time I walk in the workshop, it reminds me that Helpbnk community made this happen.
Could you make could you make an Iron Man suit potentially with like, the little helping hands bit?
Definitely.
What, all over it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, it's really simple to do as well. You just get the files and you could pretty much implement it in there. It's really easy.
That's really cool. Not that, that just came to my head then. You put like a doorbell on it.
Well, I thought about having the arc reactor as a doorbell, and people can pitch their dream to Iron Man. Just
walk around events dressed as Iron Man with a doorbell of dreams.
But yeah, so I would love to earn the money to build it myself.
Yeah.
That is the main thing. So from social media paying me to make videos, but obviously to get that much money from social media is very difficult, and it's not impossible, but it is years and years of work, and I want to build it a lot quicker. So being able to be recognised by bigger brands to sponsor the videos to be able to build it is probably the way forward. Obviously, I'm focusing on the Iron Man suit at the moment, and then I'm going to focus on the creative workshop when this suit is near enough finished. The other way is, like you said, like a GoFundMe type thing. I thought about that, and what would happen is if I did go down that route, for everybody that donated, they get their name 3D printed, and it would be stuck on the creative workshop somewhere. Depending on how much you donate towards a creative workshop, depending on how big it is, what colour it is. So obviously somebody did go crazy and donate like £1,000, they would have their name huge, and it would be there forever. So when I'm filming videos, their name would be like, oh yeah, Yeah,
that's cool, man.
I haven't really looked into the grant side of it yet, but obviously when I get a bit more time, I'll definitely look into it.
There are bursaries and stuff for local creatives and things like that. I have looked into it myself. The Watershed in particular would be one to have a look at. But anyway, that aside, how do we get that on my head?
We don't. It goes on my head.
Where ultimately, is there an end goal?
There we are. Simon even messaged.
Hey, nice.
Who dropped that? Jason.
Take a screenshot, right? And we're going to put it in the unofficial Helpbnk podcast video.
So yeah, wait, are we rolling? Yeah, Simon stopped by the live stream, and he said, hey, love you guys chatting with a heart. So yeah.
We're talking about, this is not about Simon, this is about Chris Bob. Come on.
All right, let's get this camera up and going, and
we love you though, Simon.
Definitely. Well, without Simon, we wouldn't be here.
No more ambassadorship for you, Rob.
All right, cup of tea.
Right, yeah. So,
tea number 5 of the day, I think it is.
So, most importantly, we need to talk about our sponsors. The sponsor for this podcast.
I got up at the most important bit. Start that again.
Yeah.
Because I had to close the door because there's a big black hole behind me.
All right, okay. So I just want to take a quick minute for our sponsors to say thank you. Me and Chris. This is all self-funded. And when I say self-funded, I turned up with Greg's. and Chris didn't get any.
They didn't even bring me any.
And Chris owns all the cameras. So I suppose, well, I drove here. Thank you to our sponsors.
Cheers. Blink.
Yeah, so your dream. We know your dream. You want to, be a content. You are a content creator, straight up. You're doing it, right? But you want it to be where it's sufficiently paying you money so you can live, so you can pursue these dreams more, right?
Yeah.
And inspire more people. And I think that's a really beautiful dream to have.
Before we get on to what's next, I want to just touch on...
You better tell him to stop controlling this podcast, honestly. This is the first ever one.
That's because he keeps forgetting stuff and missing stuff. We talk. You're going to ask what happens next after the creative workshop's built.
Yeah.
We're missing a whole section.
Go on.
What's going to happen when it's built?
What's going to happen when it's built, Chris?
There we go. So these outtakes are going to be so funny.
I generally think you should post the whole fucking thing.
I probably will do.
I think it's awesome. I do. The whole point of this podcast is just two lads and anyone, just having a bloody gas and a cup of tea, and we're sponsored by PG Tips.
It is PG Tips.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It is PG Tips. The next podcast needs to be sponsored by PG Tips. What does that stand for anyway? What does that stand for anyway? Parental guidance tips. You just spilled tea all over your orange suit. There was nothing wrong with that joke at all. And lots of fun was had. He's not in frame, but he's crying. I made him cry on the first podcast.
I don't know if you can see it, but I got a tea all over me now. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm crying now. Crying with laughter.
Back to it. Come on now.
Right. What did we ask? What do we do?
We were trying to get PG Tips to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Parental guidance tips. Not as funny the second time, was it?
No. Not when I ain't got tea, mouthful of tea.
Yes. What is happening now? What is going to happen when you have the creative workshop?
So the idea is to build weird and wonderful and creative things. Stuff similar... I'm not going to say similar to other people, but other people have done some of the ideas I have, but make it my own.
Right.
So I want to... Not that you can see anybody on the camera, but over there there's a jet engine on top of the cupboard. Can you see it? It says Jetcat P thingy.
Nope.
Well, I'm going to walk over.
Oh, no, yeah, I see it. I see it. Sorry. Yeah.
That's a mini jet engine, right?
Okay.
And I'll put this down. So it's about this big.
Right.
And about that long.
Right.
And it's for remote control planes.
Right.
And it makes them fly.
Right.
So my idea is to put it on a set of roller skates and see how fast I can go.
I'm there for that video, mate.
Other projects, a mobility scooter, put a bike engine in it, see if we can get over 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Or crash. Still in the orange suit. Obviously I'd have bike levers underneath because safety, but still have the orange suit. The jacket's like flapping out the back of it.
Bike levers on, because I don't want to go... I'm going to go 100 miles an hour for safety.
And then... Yeah, I'd love to have, with the Iron Man suit, have like little flamethrower come out of it or a little pulse jet or something.
That was so cool.
When we hit 100,000 followers, I was in Friends Discord, we all agreed that I'm going to strap a load of fireworks onto the back of the Iron Man suit, walk around the field and they're all going to shoot off. Hopefully we survive.
Right, okay.
But just like...
We do not endorse any of that behaviour here at HelpBnk. Obviously, I am an ambassador and this podcast is unofficial. So if Chris Bob wants to light himself on fire with fireworks, then...
That's not what I'm doing.
He's not doing that.
It might happen, but that's not the aim.
I had a bad day today. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, so...
Just super cool stuff.
I just want to be able to... Like, something else I saw was like a little go-karty thingy. And like 3D print like a shell, like to make it look like a little Iron Man car of some type. And if you know what a pulse jet engine is, you know what other, like, it's just a self-propulsion engine. little big metal thing, and there's a guy in America, can't remember his name, but he has like 3 of these on the back of a go-kart.
Right.
He's this like old guy, big beard, and he's just driving around, a smile on his face when he's driving around. These engines are just behind him, right, and they're glowing red, bright red, but you see the happiness in his face, and I'm like, yeah, it's going to be me one day.
Because you obviously are completely in your element when you're being creative.
Definitely. It's always been something that I've done since I was a child, like taking stuff apart, fixing stuff, doing... I say fixing it. As a child, you break it and break it a bit more. But just being able to do stuff and be creative around what you do. And then with that stuff, I want to be able to take it to events around the country and just like put it out and be like, this is what I made, just because I just got inspired by going to an event. Mm-hmm. You know, if one event inspired me, how many other people were at that event and inspired to do something? And just think, if I go to events and I'm actually trying to inspire people, mm-hmm. how many people at the end of that event are going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go and do something?
Yep.
And how many people are going to go, you know, see them? And it's just going to be like a big, you know, pretty much what HelpBnk is. Help each other to keep helping each other to help other people. And that's pretty much what I want to do.
Yeah, I think you know, when there's no specific expectation involved in, you know, 2 people having a conversation, something really magical can happen. You know, where you know, a wonky-eyed salesman can just lift up a Titan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because there's nothing they want after it. You know, and then that person will be like, I'm going to help this guy. I'm going to help this guy, and just going into things without any kind of want from that person can be so bloody powerful, because all you're going to want to do is pass on that feeling to others, you know, and you're doing it so well, mate. You're doing it so well. I mean, like when you were, I think, the amount of times I've just seen you sitting in Irene, the Little Libraries Live, going, you can do this, mate. Yep. You're going to nail it, you know. And, you know, I think we've all bought one of her books.
Yep. I got 2.
You got 2?
Yeah,
I got 2 as well. I bought the first one, and then I bought the one on Whatnot. But supporting is just as simple as just being in a live and saying, you can do this, mate. Yep. You know. Just as I mentioned it though, Hoses for Heroes, Irene is trying to, she's got 40 left now, and then she will have enough money to pay the illustrator for her real dream, which is to release Through Bear's Eyes, a book all about autism, a bear with autism explaining the way he sees the world to his best friend, the fox. And Irene wants to create a series of books focusing on real subjects so children can learn about the world through fun and, you know, a lovely thing. But she insists on having a proper illustrator, so her vision is completely and utterly 100%. Do you agree? Is that yeah?
Yeah, she draws what she would like, goes to the illustrator, and they draw it, make alterations, and it's like, that's exactly how I want it. Because it's to make children understand that what autism is and how to deal with it, pretty much. Yeah. So, not deal with it, sorry, but you know what I mean.
Understand it, because understanding is incredibly important. So, sure, Irene will comment. The Little Library there'll be a comment below this video, I'm sure. Give her a follow and support her if you can. Anyone in the comments section, you know, they've all got some sort of dream. They're all working towards something, and support them. We're all in it together. So, what was it I say? It's not about me. It's about we.
And while we're talking about people's dreams, just comment down below what your dream is, and hopefully there's somebody that watches the video that can help and support you, or you can help and support somebody else's dream.
Yeah, because we're all in it together.
Definitely. The amount of people I help, you know, try and help. Can't help everybody. No. Same as you. You help a lot of people, but you can't help everybody. No. But there's always somebody that can help, and that's what HelpBnk is. There's always somebody in there that will help you.
That's why I like these conversations to be happening in public as well. You know, I love the idea of a chat feed, yeah, where you see people helping, and someone might ask me directly for help. Oh, I can't, you know, I can't. And then someone steps in and goes, well, I can. You know, if you can do these conversations in public and actively help people, you know, film yourself doing a good deed. You know, put up a Facebook status about, I helped this man today tie his shoes because he had a broken arm. You know, those little gestures, you might feel a little bit cringe from it, but there will be someone that goes, that's bloody nice. Now I have permission to just go out and help someone. And the world would be a completely better place if you do that. And I think we have come to the end of our podcast because I think we've covered everything we need to say. All I would say is, Chris, I'm so honoured for you to be the first person I have a conversation with on camera properly. Hopefully not the last. I mean, Simon was in the live, so he's probably like, shut it all down. Shut it. We've had enough of that rubbish.
Do you know you still forgot one thing?
What did I forget?
The question you asked me, and then I changed it to another question.
What's the future of the creative workshop?
What's going to happen after the creative workshop?
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. So
This is where you zoom in on my face.
But sort of what I've said is to build the weird and wonderful stuff, but eventually I would love to take it, obviously have somewhere bigger to be able to build some really weird and wonderful, crazy stuff. But the main goal of everything is just to inspire other people to chase their dreams.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Didn't need to say it, but we did.
No, you did. Mate, look, you're awesome. And just to be clear, if I don't say it enough, and you, not just you, but other people as well, you know, there's times where I struggle to carry on doing what I'm doing. Yeah. And then I see one of you guys just pop up, and I see you trying, and I see you making efforts, and it spurs me on to try and keep going. So, you know, hopefully you know that you inspire me to make moves as well.
I don't know it, but it's difficult, isn't it? Because when you just help people generally, and they just, you know, you say like, oh, thanks for helping. To me, it's just like, it's normal.
Just lip service or something. Feels like, yeah.
But it's good that I know that what I'm doing is inspiring people.
Yeah.
As well.
I think you know, when you realise that we're all in it together and we're all trying and we all have permission to try chase our dreams or help other people chase their dreams, because that's really important for me.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say, Rob, you know, focus on your own thing. But mate, I have never slept better. Honestly, just helping you guys, just being there for you lot really does give light a fire up my ass.
And one day there will be a podcast where you are the person being interviewed about your dream, pushing your dream, and what's happening. It'll happen one day.
One day, but not yet, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to a point. You don't want me crying on camera.
2 hours of Rob going,
make the tea.
with the tears of Rob.
On that note.
Yeah. On the note of Rob crying.
Yeah. On that note, there was one thing I thought would be very important to do at the end of every video. And when I say I thought, this was suggested by Bootskins. Go out. This is a challenge for you. Right? Go out, film yourself helping just one person and post it. And then when you do it, nominate the next person for me to go and interview.
Okay.
All right? So, you know, someone you believe is a new term, a winfluencer, someone who is out there helping people win. No expectation, just because they want to. Do you like that?
See what I can do.
Yeah? Just go out and help someone. And if you can film it, you don't have to film it, but you know, just put it out there that you made shit happen for someone.
Yeah, put it in my pitch to perfect, maybe.
Put it in your pitch to perfect. Yeah. I went out and I did something for someone today. Well, you do it all the time anyway. You know, you mowed your neighbour's lawn, didn't you? So go and help someone else today.
Today?
Well, you helped me. You helped me. This is a win, you know.
Yeah.
Helping me with this. This is a big part of my mission to help support people not feeling alone. Yeah. So
more in depth. What's your dream? What Simon does, but more in depth about finding out about the person, more in depth about the dream and just sharing it to as many people as possible.
You know, there's many. You know, all of our purposes are aligned in some way or other, right? My big thing is to cure loneliness in my own little pocket of the world, right? Not many people know this, but my childhood was horrid. And to put into context, the monster under the bed wasn't scary to me when I was a kid, right? And throughout all the fear, the sadness, the anger, the real big thing for me was the loneliness. And I've took that into my adult life, and I can't abide by anybody being lonely. I can't, you know, and the days that I'm sad, it's because I can see that there's people I can't help. Yeah. And my job is to help people feel less alone in their journey. That's my job. And that's why I want to do these podcasts. Sit
Good
down.
idea.
Huh?
It's a good idea, helping, supporting other people, making sure people aren't lonely.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are lonely out there and they don't realise, you know, you jump in and be like, hey.
What's up, you bunch of legends?
Yeah. But, yeah, so if you don't know, Rob pretty much shouts that every morning to a few people, and they absolutely love it. Even my son woke up yesterday morning and shouted it off his bed.
Yeah, you sent that as a voice note. That was the cutest thing ever, mate. He's like, good morning, you legends. And I was like, come on. Anyway,
Well, tease out.
have a good one. And yeah, we'll hopefully do this again.